Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to the thorough newspaper analysis of 1st February 2023. We have this editorial for today which actually tells us about the disadvantages of solar energy and in fact why it is not the best option for India. Followed by some very important economic survey takeaways. We know it is the budget season and news updates and legal updates. Starting with why solar energy is not the best option for India. As India marches on to a more carbon limiting renewable path, the Prime Minister of the country has laid down special stress upon the extraction of solar energy. While the same is surely a great avenue for renewable energy, it might not be the best alternative when it comes to India. There are a couple of arguments when it comes to solar power. The first argument is that the cost of solar energy and coal energy is not the same. Transferring electricity through high voltage wires is much cheaper than actually transferring coal. This is the primary reason the National Thermal Power Corporation Limited was started. Further, coal electricity is continuous, whereas solar power is intermittent. The second argument is that a lot of claims have been made regarding the particulate matter and deaths caused by it due to the generation of coal electricity. To this end, it is also argued that solar power is cheaper in the longer run. However, this narrative is incomplete and the calculations regarding the same do not include the subsidies and concession that are paid upfront by the government and the storage battery cost. This is why solar energy has had very poor reception amongst discoms and there has been a renewed impetus amidst them in renewing their 25-year power purchase agreements. The solar energy tussle seems to have been egged by the West. Instead, India should be focusing upon its hydroelectric potential that it has to offer. So far, India has tapped 15% of its hydropower potential, whereas Europe has achieved a remarkable 98%. In India, powerful environmentalists stop large hydroelectric projects in their tracks. The only place where solar power is viable in India is its in use in water heating, and even that because of its increasing block tariffs. Coming on to the economic survey takeaways, this is again extremely important for those preparing for banking exams as well as SEBI grade A. The economic survey provides a detailed report of the national economy. It is prepared by the Department of Economic Affairs. Please note the same as this question is often asked that which entity creates the economic survey. It is the Department of Economic Affairs under the guidance of the Chief Economic Advisor. It elucidates on everything including agriculture, infrastructure, government finances and unemployment. The main takeaways of the economic survey are: the survey states that the country shall have a GDP growth far more than most other major economies and may even have a growth as strong as the 2003 increase. A baseline growth of GDP is said to be at 6.5%. Inflation has been projected by RBI at 6.8%. Unemployment has increased in the current financial year. However, the urban unemployment rate, according to periodic labor force survey, has decreased from 9.8% to 7.2%. The survey states that the Indian economy has recovered completely from the grips of the COVID-led imbalance. So far, the structural benefits made by the present government did not bear fruit because of the NPAs that the banks were busy getting rid of and the business firms deleveraging. Here, I would like to ask a question from all of you. What is the full form of NPAs when it comes to the banking sector? Coming on to the news updates, the Delhi government launches real-time pollution factors gathering mechanism. Delhi would become the first city in the country to get a real-time source segmentation of air pollution that will help in identifying factors responsible for increase in air pollution at any place in Delhi. The super site facility is located at Sarvodaya Bal Vidyalaya premises near ITO. Coal India Ltd to launch M-Sand projects in broader schemes. Overburdened rocks for sand production shall be processed in mines where fragmented rock or overburdened material contains about 60% sandstone by volume. Air India's new software for real-time reporting of in-flight incidents. The software Corson has been developed by IdeaGen, a UK-based company. The software shall become effective from May 1st, 2023. Khelo India Youth Games to commence in Madhya Pradesh. The fifth edition of Khelo India Youth Games 2022 is going to start in Madhya Pradesh. The inauguration will take place at TT Nagar Stadium in Bhopal. Air Marshal AP Singh, new Vice Chief of Indian Air Force. Singh will succeed incumbent Air Marshal Sandeep Singh, who is set to retire. Air Marshal AP Singh is currently serving as the Air Officer Commanding in Chief of the Central Air Command. Woxsen University launches Project Aspiration for girls in Telangana. Under Project Aspiration, students are selected by the school principal to take part in Train the Trainer workshop. While empowering girls from marginalized sections of the society, the project simultaneously strengthens the project management skills of MBA students. Ministry of Culture's Monument Scheme. The government will hand over around 1,000 monuments under the control of the Archaeological Survey of India to private sector for their upkeep under the Monument Mitra scheme. Maximum number of universities in Rajasthan and least in Ladakh has been highlighted by the AISHE report. The report has also stated the names of districts with a maximum number of colleges. As per this report, Rajasthan has 52 state private universities, 26 state public universities, 7 deemed to be universities, 5 institutes of national importance, that is your IITs, IIMs, and NITs, and 1 central and state run university. A very important news update: Advocate Shanti Bhushan dies. He has been the former Union Law Minister and a veteran lawyer. The 44th constitutional amendment, which was a political promise to restore the constitution to the condition it was before the emergency, was passed during his tenure. Coming on to the legal update, in the case of Usha Chakrabarti and another versus the state of West Bengal and others, it has been held by bench of justices K.M. Joseph, Ajay Rastogi, Aniruddha Bose, and Rishikesh Roy and C.T. Ravi Kumar that armed forces personnel liable to face disciplinary action for adultery despite the striking down of Section 497 of the Indian Penal Code. Here, the Supreme Court stated that Section 497 relating to adultery was struck down in the case of Joseph Shine. The Supreme Court held that the findings of the case shall not impact the provisions regarding adultery in the armed forces. According to Article 33 of the Indian Constitution, legislations governing the armed forces can provide exemptions from the applicability of fundamental rights. So, friends, these were the news updates for today. Stay tuned for more and keep studying. Thank you.